How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Blade Bias. I am Telestro, or Ty, as some of you may know me, but if you're brand new around here, you may not actually know me, because I haven't uploaded on this channel in a while. Basically, there are two people that go on this channel, that upload on this channel. It is me, and it is Ethan, or camaroEE, who you've been seeing uploads from. When everything's going well, we upload every single day. We alternate days. I upload one day, he uploads the next, and that cycle continues for daily uploads. But over the past couple weeks, I have not been doing that. And I've talked previously in videos about why I don't upload all the time and why sometimes, uploads don't work out. And it has gotten simultaneously better and worse. So I wanted to kind of talk about that and give an explanation as to where I went. And I want to first preface by saying that my break from Blade Bias and my break from uploading on any channel will continue for a little while longer. I just kind of want to make this video while I have a second, because I don't really usually have a second. So my break from Blade Bias will continue for a little longer. Still relatively active on Instagram. It's probably the best way to, get anything out of me. But basically, I've talked a few times on Blade Bias and also on my main channel about why uploads are difficult for me. And it has never been, in terms of Blade Bias and in terms of recent channel history and all that, it has never been an issue with burnout. It has never been an issue with, I don't have enough time, because right now I work two jobs. I'm working more than full-time. I'm working anywhere between 40 to 50 hours a week. And I still have time to come home and play video games, to come home and watch YouTube videos. I have time. It's just a matter of allocating that time to videos. And that is not the problem, because I genuinely enjoy making videos. I genuinely enjoy messing with cinematography and editing and all that. That is my major hobby, outside of flipping, is making videos. That is not the problem. That has never been the problem. The problem is my current living situation, which I moved down to Florida not too long ago. For a while I was living with my brother, which was fine. It was great. Then I moved in with my girlfriend and her family. This is the important part. We don't have our own apartment. We are staying with her family still for now. And that is where the issue arises. I want to first, just so I get this out of the way. Actually, no, we'll get that later. I'm trying to fit everything in here in a quick way, so I'm thinking about a bunch of stuff. But basically, how to lay this out? My girlfriend has a little brother. Well, she has a few brothers, but the littlest brother, his room is connected to our room. Her mother works from home. Those are the two. Oh, and the third thing, her littlest brother is by far, without a doubt, her mother's favorite. And it is not even close. It is very apparent, and it is very sad to see. Genuinely, it makes me feel like I feel bad for my girlfriend, because she is borderline neglected by her mother sometimes. But anyways, regardless, that's a whole rant in and of itself, spilling too much of my personal life. Anyways, basically, I work two jobs, right? But most of my shifts are at night. So I kind of just I kind of sleep during the day, then I wake up at noon, and then I go to work at 1 or 2. So I work afternoon shifts. So by the time I get home, I don't get home till at least 10:30. I work usually 2 to 10. That's my current schedule. So I get home at 10. By that point, her littlest brother is asleep. Well, trying to be asleep. And if we make even the slightest noise, I will get yelled at. Not by her brother. Her brother literally does not care. He is he just plays video games all day and sleeps through a hurricane if we let him. It's her mom. So I am in a situation, without spilling too much of my personal life, this might already be spilling too much, that I cannot record anything. If I get up early and try to record before I go to work, like I mentioned, her mom works from home. So I can't be too noisy, I can't really set things up, and there's kids running throughout the house and people just coming in and out of the room without knocking, unannounced, messing up everything. And I constantly get are you recording? Yes, I am. Shut up. But basically, if I try to get up early and record before work, it doesn't work. And I get told to be quiet, or somebody interrupts the recording and I have to start over. Now, if I come home after work and I try to record, then I can't be loud. I was flipping the jigsaw yesterday, the Haystack jigsaw, which Ted, huge shout out to Ted. Ethan had it, and then it went to me. I was just flipping casually, just trying to get my opinions on it. And my girlfriend got a text from her mom that said, "Your brother's trying to sleep. What is Ty doing? Tell him to be quiet." So I can't even flip when I come home from work, let alone move things around and make videos and talk to a camera and all that. It is literally a lose-lose situation. I can't wake up early and record unless I go to a different location, which a lot of the times trying to fit that in before going to work. I'm not a morning person. I much prefer to do everything at night. I'm much more creative at night. So it just kind of doesn't work out for me. Then at night, I can't do anything because I have to be quiet and I can't speak a word without getting told to shut up. And even in the morning, there is no good time, because even if I were to get up in the morning and have to set things up for videos, and like, even if nobody's working and the house is like, it's a Saturday afternoon, nobody's at work, nobody's doing anything, then the kids are home from school, and my girlfriend's little brother is a Valorant player and an Apex player, and he is 11 years old, and he is loud as shit, and he screams at the computer all day. I have been there. I was once a raging 11-year-old playing video games, so I completely understand. Like, I'm not mad at him for it. It's just that poses an issue when I need to record and get good audio, and you can just hear screaming in the background at him playing Apex. So it's kind of a lose-lose. And on top of that, there's people just unannounced walking through the room because they need to get to the other room or whatever. It's just, there is no time for me to record and for me to make videos the way I want to. And it's not a matter of I don't have enough time in the day. It's that I have zero control over my space, and I am basically just forced to sit there, be quiet, either watch YouTube videos or play video games. Those are my options that I'm forced into. And unfortunately, those are not very good options when it comes to what I want to do. Now, the biggest thing is that I could go to like a park or something and record. The other issue that poses is that audio is difficult, and on top of that, I don't have control over the space. I can't control the lighting. I can't control the environment. If somebody's there playing music at the park, it's the same thing as at home. It's just too loud to reasonably record it. So it's a very, very hard lose-lose scenario. And that brings me to my next point, which is things are, at the same time that it is going very rough and I genuinely just do not have the ability to record right now, things are also going kind of better. The reason we are staying with her parents still is because income has been very inconsistent between the two of us. I meant to be flipping more, but honestly, I just kind of want to talk. So I might as well just talk to you guys. Income has been very, very inconsistent, and a lot of it comes down to my work schedule, because I was working one job, and the hours were inconsistent. It was one week I'd work close to 30 hours, the next week I'd work 10 hours. And it's borderline impossible to find a good living situation with that schedule when I am paying for all of it. I mean, like, half split between me and my girlfriend, but as in, like, I don't have the help of my parents. If something goes wrong, or I can't pay this month, let me just call my mom and be like, hey, can you pay my rent? I don't have that. I don't have rich parents. I don't have, like, my parents are working. Like, they don't have thousands of dollars to throw at me. Like, I don't have that luxury. So it's not as simple as just finding a place while I'm, like, doing something else, and then all my parents will pay for it. Not how that works. That would be different if I still lived back up at home. I made the conscious decision to leave and move on my own and figure this out for myself. And now that is part of the conditions of doing that, is having to pay for my own rent, my own food, my own everything. So, income has been rough, and that's why I have been stuck at my girlfriend's parents' place for a while now. However, things are getting better. Like I said before, I think I mentioned it before, I'm now working 2 jobs. I'm working like 30-ish hours at one place, and then the other anywhere from 10 to 16 hours I fill in at the other place. So between the 2 jobs, I'm working at least 40 hours, a lot of times over 40 hours. This week I think I work 44 to 45 hours, somewhere in there, depending on how I cut my breaks. But over 40 hours, saving a lot of my money, just rebuilding my savings and getting ready to move out. And my girlfriend is also an artist in a different way. As I'm an artist in cinematography and filmmaking, she is more of a traditional artist where she likes to draw and paint and do that kind of stuff. So she has a very, very heavy understanding of creative space and making a space that allows you to be creative. So when we move, it is going to very, very heavily, our apartment is going to be very heavily based around creativity and self-expression, because that is what we both love to do, and having a space that we can be very creative is the key. Right now, to sum it up, just a TLDR, if you made it this far, my current living situation is noisy 24/7. I do not have the ability to record because it is so noisy, or I have to be quiet 24/7. It is not creative, and it shuts down a lot of my major hobbies and things that I want to do. So it drains me and makes me feel very, very helpless and very demotivated. However, I'm taking the necessary steps to move forward. I am working a lot more and saving a lot more of my money. I am doing a lot better mentally because of the shift in the work. Me and my girlfriend are doing better because we're both working and both happily supporting ourselves. And things are getting better. Within the next 2 to 3 months, we should be ready to move into a new place. And that is very nice. But unfortunately, until then, I am stuck in the situation that I can't really upload much, and I can't really make the videos I want to make because of everything I've previously mentioned. So when it comes to me not making videos, it has not been a situation of burnout. It has not been a situation of, oh, I'm falling out of love with the hobby. It has not been a situation of, oh, I'm out of ideas, I don't know what to do. There are so many reviews I want to do right now. There are so many ideas for content that I want to do that revolve around ballad songs, and even a lot of stuff that doesn't revolve around ballad songs. I have so many ideas. I have so much stuff that I want to do so bad. It's just 24/7. It is noisy. I'm getting interrupted. I can't focus, and it's just, I cannot make the videos I want to make in that atmosphere. So I've had to put a hold on videos and just focus on my personal life. Now when I have my own space, and in the next couple months after apartment's settled, we get furnished and like everything's good, I'm going to come back swinging, because there is a lot of things I have learned and a lot of stuff that's like building up ideas in my head over the past couple months, and I have a lot of really, really good ideas that I feel like people are going to very, very much enjoy. By the way, I do have my Mako back. That is a topic for another day, but I do have it back. But that basically is what it boils down to, is I'm not burned out. Well, a little bit burned out, but mostly just of like the basic review content. I think the swordfish video showed me that I can do something different and people do really like it. The swordfish video is one of my most positively received videos, which is interesting because I hyped it up a little bit when I was first working on it, but after that I was just kind of like, hey, here's a swordfish video, and people were like, this is good. So there wasn't really like a huge hype around it. And the swordfish is a great product, but it is not anywhere near like a major groundbreaking creation. So that's basically where I'm at. Is I want to upload. I would love to upload. I literally just cannot. and I spend most of my time, like I said, I do have free time. I do have spare time. I come home at 10 o'clock and I sit there. I've been replaying the Borderlands franchise because I love those games to death. I sit there and play Borderlands for, I don't even know how many hours, until like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I go to sleep. So like, I have so much time. Well, not so much time, but you know, I have time. I cannot make videos in that time because of the conditions and the constraints that I'm under. And finding a creative workaround to make those videos results in making videos that I am not happy with. And it doesn't let me flex my cinematography skills. It doesn't let me try new things. It doesn't let me grow. I feel like I'm kept in a cage where all I can do is make the same videos over and over and over again if I even get the chance to make a video in the first place. So it is very demotivating. It is incredibly, like, makes me feel very worthless. But it is getting better. And I very, very much appreciate all of your patience with me. I am sorry for the lack of uploads on my end. I'm sure most of you understand. That's just how life goes. I genuinely love Blade Bias, and I genuinely would like to upload every day. I just cannot, due to the constraints that are being put on me. Me and Ethan both agree that Blade Bias is like one of the best things we've done, like in terms of YouTube, in terms of content creation. Like, Blade Bias is like one of the coolest things we've created, and it makes me sad that I can't fully embrace that because the constraints that I'm under don't allow me to. So basically, things are getting better. I'm working a lot more, saving a lot more money. We're looking to be moved out within the next 3 months. So things are getting better. But I kind of wanted to explain just kind of how the constraints I'm under don't allow me to do what I want to do. And that's why videos slow down from me every once in a while. Every time there's a break of me uploading where Ethan carries the channel and I'm just, I don't upload for a week, it is never because of burnout. It is never because I can't find anything to talk about, because I will make shit up. I will figure something out. It is almost always because I don't have the time or the ability to record. Most of the time, it's just because I don't have the ability to record due to the conditions that I'm in. So that's really it. I'm going to stop talking now, because if I keep talking, I'll go on forever. But thank you guys very much for sticking with me and supporting Blade Bias and supporting myself through this whole thing and through my constant endeavors. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate all of you. If you do want to keep up with what I'm doing, Instagram is about the only place you can do that. It's the only place I really post. It's the only place I can make posts work, because it's very easy for me to just get a clip and then throw audio over it. That would cover up any of the noisiness in the house. It's easier. So Instagram is kind of where I go when I want to post something. So it's kind of it. Thank you guys very much for supporting us. A huge thank you to Ethan, and just for picking up the slack, basically. Shout out to Brandon as well. Brandon has had some banger uploads on this channel. We decided a while ago that it'd be cool if Brandon made a Blade Bias video, and it went really, really well. And the new one especially, the video he did on the edit in the Blade Bias style is very cool. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate all of you, and hopefully I can return to making videos soon. My hiatus from Blade Bias will continue for at least another couple weeks, unfortunately. But I gotta do what I gotta do to put myself in a better place. So that's about it. Bye-bye.